Good evening, and welcome to what day is this? 6? I think we're on day 6. That's a lot of days. Made that much progress. I mean, it's been fairly short streams. Anyway, let's get going. I think we... Is it Lobino time again? I've been doctorized. Rather, I have doctorized others, to be fair. I've not been doctorized myself. We did that. We went to a museum. We dropped the thing on our head. I think it's this one again. No. Hippie guy, hellish cleaner. I know, right? And I've not been naming them very well this time. So I'm not really sure which one it is. I think it's this one. Yes, it is this one. We're supposed to talk to Lobino again, right? About this. I think I was saying last time that I didn't want to keep going in case Lobino had a lot to say again. So let's go. Montfaucon. As you can tell, I don't speak any French. Museum. What is this? So, hospital. Is this where the Grand Master clue takes us? Perhaps. Let's see if we can tell Moo anything. Probably not.
Excuse me.
Stop up! I did not expect to see you so soon after that
he knows.
business at the museum.
Inspector Rosso was completely satisfied with my explanation.
Ah, yes. You were accidentally trapped in an Egyptian sarcophagus.
It could happen to anyone.
Indeed?
Yes, that's true.
As could being knocked unconscious by a wooden salmon. What do you want now?
I should probably not show him this.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Thank you, Moo.
What now, monsieur?
Have you heard of the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. But of course, monsieur.
Who has...
Fame is widespread throughout France. We haven't forgotten them, unlike the rest of Europe.
It was the King of France who persecuted them, though.
Indeed.
That shook his cool. Underneath his cultured facade, the man was real twitchy.
Real twitchy. That doesn't inspire confidence.
You're obviously a great admirer of the Knights Templar.
They were men of great honor, monsieur. The flower of chivalry.
Huh.
Not everyone would share your views, Inspector.
Not everyone shares my passion for Bartok.
But if the Templars were as honorable as...
That's enough. I do not wish to hear your uninformed opinions, Stobart.
But...
Why do you get so wound up about the Knights Templar? They've been dead for centuries. I shouldn't have pushed my luck. Maybe his ancestors were Templars. Whatever. I saw the anger flare in his eyes like a distant summer thunderstorm.
The Templars were the first true internationalists. 800 years on, and still the world is fragmented by nationalistic flag-waving fools. You will excuse me.
I will admit that I don't really know anything about the Templars to critically evaluate that statement. Probably neither does George, so on that we're kind of identifying with the main character. Let's go to Lobino. He probably knows a lot more. Well, would you look at that? Where did that go?
The case was empty.
What kind of museum is this?
The glass case was intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, "Exhibit temporarily removed."
That is accurate. Oh, hang on, let's talk to
Attendant had
him
an
first.
Pardon me? Oui, monsieur? Oh, it's you. Well, what do you want now? You're not going to try to hide in that closet again, are you?
Me?
I hear your tripod was stolen.
Nothing travels faster than bad news. It is true. It happened last night. I always said that alarm was no good.
Did you? Didn't he claim that this was being protected by a state-of-the-art security system?
Do you
mean this
recognize
one?
this tripod?
It is vaguely familiar.
I should think it is.
Very similar to the one which we used to have here at the museum. In fact,
That's what I thought.
but this is obviously a poor copy.
Right.
Obviously.
Thanks for your help.
I mean, something being state-of-the-art doesn't necessarily mean it's good. It depends on what the art is and what the state of it is as well, right?
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
What's with the long face?
Haven't you heard?
Oh,
The tripod was
that
stolen.
answers the question I had.
No kidding.
Whether he
I
is
just
in on
don't
it.
get it. So many other treasures, and the thieves choose the tripod.
A modern-day alchemist, perhaps?
Who knows? There's no shortage of crazies in Paris. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Oui, of course.
Of course, yes. Right. He's seen the manuscript. He does not know that we have the tripod. So... Let's see what he has to say about it.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
What?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
Do you think the manuscript could be the map to the Templar treasure?
Frankly, no. That's too far-fetched. The manuscript is interesting enough and a rare find, but that's all.
Wouldn't it be terrific if it was a map, though? The treasure of the Knights Templar.
A romantic notion, Georgie, but extremely improbable.
Improbable.
Oh, Andre?
Oui?
What would you say if I told you I knew who'd taken the tripod?
I'd call the police and have them arrested.
That's what I thought.
Who was it?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Really. It was just a hypothetical question.
That's too bad. If I could get my hands on the thief, I'd wring his neck.
Better not tell him then. Let's be careful so that things don't fall out of my pocket while I look for other things. How big do you reckon this tripod is?
Do you have any use for this, Andre?
Shouldn't think so, Georgie.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Right. There's nothing new to say to him yet then? Well, we had a little bit of conversation about the map, I guess. What if I try to hide in it again?
It was an ancient...
Don't even think of climbing in there, monsieur. You'll be suffocated.
I was fine last night.
How it felt to be a mummy.
Right, I'm just gonna try to do this again just to see what happens.
Maybe not.
Ah, come on.
High above me was a window.
Uh-huh. That's fair. That's fine. Let's go check out the new area. That looks like a clown. I never thought to shake a balloon in place of clapping. Okay. A little bit more descriptive.
A typically Parisian sidewalk cafe. Last time I visited one of those, it blew up. I decided I was happy enough right where I was. I once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy hadn't read the same list. An architectural echo of the gallows that once used to stand here. There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that?
Why is
The
that?
juggler was good. Why he couldn't put that kind of application into getting a real job, I had no idea. Maybe he just liked dressing up like a horse's ass.
Oh.
In the middle of the square was a manhole. I wondered if there might be something relevant beneath street level. An ornate fountain stood in one corner of the square. I'd have to come by here in the summer to see it working.
Can we improve on this?
There was no water to frolic about in, and the leaf mold that was collecting there just wasn't the same somehow. At the top of the stairs was a medieval church.
Okay, let's start by talking to this guy.
Excuse me, officer.
And how may I help you?
Have you seen this nose?
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Aha! A prosthetic nose. Very significant.
It is?
No, I am just having a little joke.
We found a comedian police officer.
Does this red nose... It
Oh
is?
no, okay.
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Look at this gem. What do you think?
Cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving a priceless gem under people's noses?
So either it's glass or I'm mad? I didn't like to think about that for too long.
I mean, the conversation has started really well down that line, down that dilemma of how to interpret what's happening here.
Take a look at this.
Ah, an electrician. My TV has been acting up. Could you fix it?
I doubt it. This isn't my ID.
This conversation is so fucking bonkers.
Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Does it mean anything to you?
Do you belong to some obscure arm of the Masons?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern. Beyond that, who knows?
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You Americans with your notorious nose candy. I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is? Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody. Alors, the paperwork. You have no idea.
Ah, yeah.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Don't you want to know why I'm carrying it?
No. That would be dangerously similar to making inquiries.
I'm not here to work, buddy.
Reputation for taking my job seriously.
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
Hell no.
Then please put yours away.
What do you know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
A tripod. What is it for?
You mean you don't know?
No, monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
It's also a fair assessment of the situation.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key.
It's okay, that would mean that he'd need to work, so you're probably safe.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the so-so Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Because he's a trained investigator. He notices details.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be...
And remembers. And then he has to take a break because of all that hard investigative work.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd. Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
Have you seen his nose?
Look, a red nose.
Oh, you say, whoop-de-doo.
Have you seen this man before?
No.
Feast your eyes on this.
Incroyable. Is it real?
I think so.
Some people believe that great gems always have curses upon them.
Oh, that's garbage. Although, now that I think about it, both of the people who had this before me disappeared in mysterious circumstances. And the guy who was supposed to get this was shot.
We're telling this to a random person on the street.
Hospital bed. Do you want it?
No, thank you.
Does this lab pass mean anything to you?
You work in a lab.
No, try again.
You steal lab passes?
No.
Bingo.
Well, not as a habit. This was a special case. This gadget is a sewer key.
I do not want it, thank you.
Oh, I'm not selling it, I just wanted your opinion.
It is hardly my area of expertise.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You smoke.
No, I don't.
In that case, it means nothing to me.
Does this plaster interest you?
Well,
Forget it. Forget that I asked. What do you think of this?
it is a medical device, oui?
Oui. Yes.
Oh no, I said a French word.
Does this grease paint mean anything to you?
It looks like one of mine, or at least another jongleur.
Or a clown?
Mais naturellement, a clown.
Hardly a breakthrough. I've got a medieval tripod.
And my Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids. So what?
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands.
These things are not that strong, right? I don't think I've ever come across any of these. I have a vague memory from... But, I don't know. Is this an actual memory? Or did I dream this? Or did I see it somewhere when I was a kid? Like on TV? Are we talking primary school era? It's possible some kid in my school had something like this. His ethics, yeah, they are all over the place. It's sometimes he's really concerned. She shows remarkable concern about other people's well-being and ability to still perform their duties, I suppose. And other times it borders on psychopathic. And other times it's, I could do this, but this doesn't seem right. Or it's about not getting arrested himself, I suppose, which... I mean, seems reasonable, but... Although I will say between these two, his ethics seem to be on the right spot. Like, let's not really negatively impact this street, I don't know what you call him, artist, juggler. But I would he would happily zap the policeman if he wasn't a threat of being arrested. So I don't see anything wrong with this specific frame.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur.
A jongler.
Is an artist, a master of the contragravitique aerobalytique mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so. That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
There we go.
A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, their last Grand Master, Jacques du Molay, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Can I read the
juggler
board
was
over
good.
there?
Why he couldn't put that kind of application into getting a real job, I had no idea. Maybe he just liked dressing up like an
Fucker jobs.
architectural echo. The juggler was good. Why he couldn't... Maybe...
Although he doesn't seem to be... I don't know, would in this case be busking? Would performing tricks like that in public count as busking, or is that only for music? He is busking, okay. I'm not versed on the limits of the term busking. Let's get up here. See what's up there. But I was gonna say, he doesn't seem to have any container to get tips, or are they tips? It wouldn't be donations because he's not a charity.
A row of old pews, beautifully carved and glowing with polish. I thought of all the people who must have sat here over the decades. All those Parisian derrieres, firm buttocks of the young ladies, the flabby flesh of the old men. That wasn't a pleasing image, so I went back to the young ladies. Whoa!
Okay.
A knight's tomb, his effigy in marble lying in perpetual state. Waiting in prayer for the judgment day. Waiting. A knight there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world, I guess. A stone knight lay on the church floor. Just think, there's a dead guy under there. The second stone knight in a row of 4 lay on the church floor.
I smell a puzzle!
I was surprised Philip Lebel had left this place alone. A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. An enormous window. In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain. A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well.
Can I look at the specific things he's holding?
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported. A statue of a knight. A statue. A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. Per disciplinum meum lux videbis.
Oh.
A bit of a stained glass window. Wow.
I thought he was...
Big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess.
I thought he was gonna try to pull it off him. The statue. I guess looking through it made more sense. If not much.
A huge stained glass window formed a magnificent centerpiece for its neighbors. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout. I didn't recognize a huge stained...
Okay, so which one does this look at?
Per disciplinum meum. A bit of a stained glass.
Right.
Hoping for a... I didn't recognize...
No. Wait, what happens if I click on this?
Time to sit around.
Right. Huh.
A huge...
Yeah, okay.
Well, I could have just... But other than... On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base...
No, okay. This almost looks like it's separate, but it's not. So, right. So this is looking at this, but he doesn't know much about this to draw any conclusions. I wonder if I need to go back to Lobino to ask him about this. Or is there anywhere... Is there anything to read around here? I don't see anything.
I wondered if a stone knight lay in full...
Okay, full armor. He doesn't say anything about this person, about what he's wearing.
The second stone knight in a row of... A stone...
No, no other description.
I was surprised Philip...
Okay. Well, he doesn't know anything about this, so we need to learn more about this, perhaps. Alright, this is background, or rather foreground. Can't do anything with these two. We can't sit here. I wonder why the cog is here, though.
I didn't have time. A row of old... I thought...
Other than for him to imagine bombs.
Whoa!
And... I don't know, get too excited.
Hi again.
Oui?
Nothing. Can I use this here? In front of him?
Hey! Hey, you!
Ah, well.
What do you think you are doing?
Don't force me to work now.
Alone. Now.
Fine.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Huh. Okay, so we need to get rid of him. The fuck do we get rid of him? He won't go in the cafe.
Inside last time I decided. Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
Ah.
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
No, although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur. You have it.
What do you think of the juggler?
Ah, he is excellent, most watchable.
But he's blocking the thoroughfare and obstructing traffic.
So? He is amusing. The traffic isn't. If he wants to block it, who am I to say no?
You're a cop.
Ah, oui. So I am... Ah, well...
Ah, well.
So you're not gonna do anything about this guy?
No.
He probably doesn't even have a license.
Ah, a license. This I had not considered.
So what are you gonna do?
The instant I return to the station, I shall check.
Return to the station? Why not just ask him?
And spoil his concentration? What kind of a barbarian do you take me for?
Okay.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur.
So, do we want him to get rid of the clown for us? Sorry, the jongleur? Like, I guess I should be... No, should I be able to read this?
Hi again.
No.
Oui?
Oh, well, we're having dialogue.
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
Nah.
I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on
Ridiculous.
completing your humiliation, monsieur.
No, this will be my masterpiece.
Okay, now for my
The secret weapon.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls and left in a fury. Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still,
Well.
deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Pooping on everyone's party. No, I did provide some valuable amusement to these tourists.
I had no desire to... There was a small crowd. It's a weird thing. Put them in their vacation. They look...
Oh, he's left some.
It was the glass the gendarme had left. There was no need to take the wine glass.
Ah! What kind of adventurer are you? But it's there. With a cog on it.
It was the bright red ball I'd got from the juggler.
Nah. What about this? Can we put anything else random in there? No. Not yet, at least. Okay, well, we have a nose. Just to cover something, I want to go back and see if he has any new dialogue for Lobino. Jugglers, balls, right. You probably won't, but you never know.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Well, we'll have a ball, so I guess we can ask him about
What does
that.
ball mean to you?
It's a juggling ball. I love juggling.
Oh, you should have seen me.
Yes. Thanks for your help.
Okay, let's go open the sewer. The manhole. Because I'm a man. I love holes. Because I'm a man, obviously. See a hole, I enter it. With my tool. Yep. Why are they watching? What's going on? Well, there's a boat down here.
A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path.
If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily. Now, I wasn't so sure. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription.
These are very, like, impressive and magnificent sewers. Does Paris have sewers like these? This also reminds me a little bit of the sewers in Vizima, in the first Witcher. They weren't this... well, they had a lot of arches and a lot of open space. Although, in that case, I guess the word level design for combat probably entered the equation. I think a few old cities have impressive looking sewers. Do you have an idea why? Like, why they made sewers like this? It was the only way they could build things. Interesting. I don't know, man. I only know how to build palaces and villas, so...
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription.
Sorry, what did it say? Because I wasn't paying
The wall
attention.
seemed in very poor condition.
Oh. It didn't say anything about the inscription, okay.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
The Templars were innocent.
There were 3 arches. Close up, I could see a faded inscription. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
In the sewers? Oh. Oh. Oh.
A hook dangled from the end. A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used either that or the Phantom. On the boat was a winching machine. There was a handle in the boat that fed out chain with a hook on the end.
Where do I want to throw this to? Here?
The recent showers had made the levels rise a little, but at least the place didn't smell so much. What's a guy supposed to do with a sewer? Don't answer that. The hook was held rigidly by the tightly wound chain.
Alright. I don't have a very solid plan for this. I'm just gonna try to throw it here and see what happens. No, he's just gonna walk all the way here. What the fuck do I do with this?
Okay, it's long jump time. Here goes. Do
Nope.
I look crazy or something?
Well, You sure you want me to answer that? Okay. Do I need to hook it on any of these and try to bring them down? Like, I want to go over here. Right? Okay, so I'm holding it. And then he drops it.
The inscription, I wonder...
I imagine it needs to be a cog for this to mean some, to be able to use it. So the only other cog is here. No. Pick it up again. Can I walk with it? No. Is it the other click? No.
If I wanted to get deeper into these if the near edge hadn't... Now... The hook lay in a bed of chain. The inscription was... I wondered... The inscription was undeciphered. I wonder...
Yes, the plaster was... Okay. That's what I need... that's what I'm thinking. But then he doesn't do it. Do I need to... Oh, hang on. Do I need to do this first?
Hey! That's hollow! It was time for some brutal destruction.
Ah, okay. I just break it. I don't need to do anything with this yet.
I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this. Close up, I could see the plaster was thinner where I'd broken through. And behind it were some cogs and a lever.
Ah, there we go. Or not.
Here goes.
Well, I can try to use them.
Hey,
I'm overthinking this.
cool.
Cool indeed.
The secret door had jammed.
Ah,
I couldn't get through that gap.
how about now? Yeah, okay. The destruction is now complete. This gets grander and
The
grander.
door mechanism was trashed. It would take a blacksmith or an engineer to do anything with that.
Okay, let's take a 10-minute break, and I'll be back to explore the sewers beneath the sewers. Right. Let's continue with the sewer exploration. Wow, does this count as sewer anymore? Caverns. It's probably caverns.
There was a crack in the wall. Through
And then
it,
we'll turn into a
I could see
dungeon.
a glimmer of natural light.
In the beginning was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the
Yeah.
end will be
Ow.
a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
Report.
The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. The millennium is almost upon us, and everything is in place for the rise of our new order. Almost. Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Igram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. but time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor, Baphomet.
Yes, of course, my apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
Well, the plot has thickened dramatically and very pretentiously.
I could hear voices from the lit area.
Perhaps best to not go there.
At the bottom of the steps, I could see a glow. It seemed a good moment to be cautious.
You don't say. Perhaps I should get out of here? Oh, no. He goes, alright. I thought that was him saying, like, I probably shouldn't go there, but...
This was it. The conspiracy was revealed.
Okay, nobody move. I'm making a citizen's arrest.
At last, I had them.
And that's how I
I
die.
could see the fear in their eyes as their little scheme came to pieces.
You're all going away for a very long time. And you can just drop those guns. You're impressing nobody.
That's it. We finished the game.
At the bottom of the steps, I could see a glow. It seemed a good moment to be cautious.
I don't know. Like, is this a thing that they have in the US? Or is that a... I imagine so. He's an American, but I'm not familiar with this thing. This has not been a thing outside of TV shows, yes. I've never come across this.
It would take a blacksmith or...
So is this just a plot device then? Is that what it is? I would look it up if I wasn't streaming. But... Oh, my fans are here, still waiting for me. How nice of them. Do I put that back? Did you like my little trick?
I had no desire to...
Okay, I have a red nose and some very interesting information that I have learned. So what do I do with it? Well, I suppose telling Nico might be a good idea. Wait, I have new stuff for her.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Have you seen my
What do
ball?
you think of my ball?
I'm picking up vibrations from it. That ball will travel far.
Yeah, it's probably going to Syria.
See you later.
That's right.
It's me again.
Hi, George.
Oh, I'm sitting on the sofa now.
About that tripod.
I hope you're still not angry with me.
Oh no, not really. That was some feat. Abseiling through the skylight, I mean.
I haven't done anything like that since I was at school.
You were great. But next time you plan a stunt like that, please warn me. Would you like this juggling ball?
Have you been drinking, George?
No, why?
Because you're talking crap.
No appreciation for the fine arts.
Let's take another...
How am I not sharing this information I just uncovered? If only I had something to take a picture with. A photo. Okay. I don't think I can do anything with this now, and it's not giving me new dialogues, so... And there's nothing new here either.
What do you think the purpose of this tripod
Other than this.
I'm not sure.
I have to go.
Okay.
Okay. Perhaps. Where is there? Where is the phone? Oh, there's a phone where the at the hole. Where the guy was working. Like I can try it.
Hi, Andre.
Hello.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
It's probably gonna be a waste of time, but curiosity. Oh, there's more stuff here now. He's making a lot of notes.
Who is this?
It's George. I found the site of Montfaucon.
Yeah?
Is there any sign of
You were right.
Nah, just an idiot juggler. How can anyone perform totally useless tricks with such a degree of smugness? God, I hate jugglers.
There must be something special at the site, George. It was obviously important to them.
I guess it's the closest thing to an in-game hint system, I guess. Because back then you would have hint lines where you call with some crazy high charge rates to get hints about games or cheat codes or something. No, you wouldn't get cheat codes over the phone. There were, for the PlayStation at least, the PS1, there were things that would plug at the back. There was an expansion port of some kind. And I'm not talking the PS2, the hard disk, the network port. There was another thing at the back of the PS1 that I don't know what it was for. It sounded like something from a different dimension. Well, the 90s, man. Okay. Well, basically, her hint was to go down here, which I've done. Wait, do I read this? Can I read this now?
In French, English, and German it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the Knightly Order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine. Fixed to the wall was a sign. At the top of the stairs was a medieval...
Oh, okay. Great.
I didn't have...
Okay, this is as far as I can go. We have this. And we don't know what to do with this just yet. Nah, this is just spitball in here. That this is not.
A huge stained glass... A huge... I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I didn't... I didn't rec...
No, basically he's no idea what this is, so if he has no idea what this is, we can't solve this yet. Yeah. Shrug. What the fuck do I do with this ball?
It was the bright red ball.
Well, that goes to show you how ignorant George is. Although this may be a biblical story, and the Templars have built on top of it. I don't know.
A rope. All the firm. That.
What?
Whoa! Okay, I can't do anything in here yet. I think that's the only thing that's sure here. Okay. Well, we'll see how accurate to that the game is, because it might be that it's mixing up stuff and using more known stories for, I don't know if the relatability, or rather stuff that would fit something that would work in terms of puzzle design, or it's deviating from what actual history is because it's a video game. Right, so we have this here. This is left here.
It was
and
the
it's
glass
actionable.
the gendarme had left behind.
Can't do anything with it
No
yet.
need to take the wine glass. Maybe not.
Okay, so I'll go down again then.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the source.
I wasn't done. They weren't done. Okay.
I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The new millennium will belong to us. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess of this world!
Now we can go down safely. Maybe I should have said it before? Too late. I've not really done anything meaningful. between the save. Okay. See, that bit there was not great in how it was designed, because you're watching the thing happen. They have this dialogue, this conversation, and then it gives you control back, right? And that makes me think, oh, now I need to do something else. Not just go and look through the crack again. For them to continue whatever they're saying. I suppose, yeah, I suppose one argument in favor of doing that is that they wanted, well, they need to do that in order to do the joke of you going down and attempting to make a citizen's arrest and getting killed. So it's for the sake of comedy, I guess. This looks like some kind of weird insides of a giant sea monster or something.
The water seemed to belong to an underground river or something. It was way too deep to belong to the catacombs.
Catacombs, right. Not caverns, catacombs.
No way was I going out there without a boat.
Yeah.
On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and 2 Latin phrases. Non omnis moriar, and clarior e tenebris. I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness. There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle I could see words inlaid into the stone. In the middle of the circle was a stump of stone, a shaft of daylight from the world above lancing down to touch it.
I think we need to put something on
I noticed 3
this.
small notches around the edge of the stump's top.
Haha. And we put the ball on it. Ah. The nose? Ah.
The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays, and each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the seal, I could read M-A-R-I-B, Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Oh, now he'll tell her.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, After they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay, what about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Well, we are going to Syria. Have I showed her my ball?
You like this juggling ball?
No, yeah, I have. Okay. So I'm not doing anything with this yet.
Manuscript.
I like how he sits on the sofa and kind of slides.
That's the gem that Pegram... There's a woman looking at her, but the reflection... The night scroll bears a phrase. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy with a sword and a... Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess it's way too early. For the puzzle in the church. Yeah. Alright.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
Well, France was also a long way from where George came, so that didn't seem to faze him. How much time and how much money does this guy have to be, like, traveling around the world multiple times to solve something that he got accidentally involved in? Not even involved. He just witnessed it. He just happened to be there. Like, I don't know, Nathan Drake is a professional treasurer, adventurer, whatever. What the fuck is Nathan Drake? Come to think of it. Is he making money out of selling that stuff that he finds? He's a treasure hunter. Does he just collect the shit, or does he sell it? Like, Indiana Jones is an archaeologist. Like, so there is an excuse there. It's somewhat plausible. He just well, okay. He does collect little guns. Yeah, I think he just collects shit, because in 4, we see his, like, his space with all the, like, his version of a man cave, where he has all the stuff that he's collected through his adventures. Not everything, I guess, because some of the stuff were, I guess, haunted or something like that. Is he hired by people? Is this time? Is it time to replay Uncharted? Is this what this is getting to? Yeah, I guess this all starts with the archetype of Indiana Jones. Then we got Lara Croft. She's also an archaeologist. Or a historian or something. She's studying something relevant. Her dad is also an archaeologist and a professor. So there is some kind of professional interest there, but she's also a treasure hunter in a way. And Nathan Drake is just, there's no pretense, he's just treasure hunter and just goes around and pillages and murders people. It's just, it's not colonialism dressed up as something, it's just plain colonialism. I swear, we're doing science! Well, we're off to Syria then. That's a new chapter though. So perhaps this is it for tonight. A bit shorter than I intended, but I think this feels like a good natural point to end this. Lara Croft just kicks Ace in jars to find maybe something inside. Yes. She does fight against other evil people who want to find what she's also looking for, to use that power for evil. For evil! I guess Nathan Drake also does the same, so they're both heroes in a way. Well, I guess we meet both of those at the beginning of the series. Already established in what they do. And eventually, we see their origin stories. With Lara, we see that with the reboot of the Tomb Raider franchise in 2013 or whenever it was. 2012? Maybe it was 13. Then we see the origins of Nathan a little bit in 3 and mostly in 4. Here we're actually living the origins of George Stobart, becoming something else than just a tourist. Because there's 4 games after this with him doing similar stuff, so... But how does he fund this at this point, though? The other people fund... Like, at the beginning they funded... Well, Lara is rich. Nathan is not, but they... What's his brother's name? Forgetting his brother's name. I've only played 4 once. What's Nathan's brother's name? Do we even know what this guy does for a regular job? He mentioned something about having studied law, so I imagine he's a lawyer? Maybe? Which might explain the money, but he won't explain how much time he has off work to do this. Unless he's gotten disbarred or something. And this is him having a crisis. Or he's not, well, I don't know. Depends on what kind of area he's working in. Also, I do know a guy who studied law, but he does nothing related to that because he then went on to study something else because he didn't like law. So, but it doesn't mean anything. He could be doing anything. Maybe we'll find out in the next games. Or later in this one, who I don't remember. Syria time. Okay, well, that does it. thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.